Welcome back. This week we talk about a shipwreck where divers find a 162-year-old bottle of Guinness. Leprosy is on the rise in Florida. A Florida pastor with HIV is arrested for sex crimes. RFK Jr. brags about his lack of a gag reflex. Mark Zuckerberg's super yacht ignores distress calls in Alaska. A former heavyweight boxer blames nutritionists for cocaine in his drug test. Influencers in Mexico are being attacked by cartel factions. And in this week's Am I the Asshole, can your parents stay the weekend? We'd like to thank Pantera Girl, Rusty Lugnuts, Colton Zammersla, Kevin Garahan, Kylie and Elliot Gangwish, and Mark Stadler. And away we go.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
And I want to know, have you ever seen the rain?
Never. It actually never rains here in Washington.
Yeah, notoriously never.
Notorious.
Yeah. I mean, why would it?
I mean, it's so green here, it doesn't make sense that it never rains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is I think one of my biggest takeaways from my short time there. And notoriously, I lived on the ship more than I lived in Washington, but still, because we got back right around Thanksgiving, right? And so hit the winter months, which is like the cloudiest, like overcast. It's not like quite cold enough to snow. So you just get this like I don't know how to describe it, but by the end of that, I was like, all these Nirvana songs are making a lot of sense.
Yeah. Seasonal depression is a real fucking thing out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I never really thought about it, how much I take the sun for granted sometimes until you don't get to see it at all. Like, when it's supposed to be there. Not like you're just on nights or something, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Crazy. Yeah.
So
anyway, we're back. I got Ebola last week or something. I don't know. Got some of that bad lettuce, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking got double dragon on.
Yeah, I must have had so I was sick Thursday as well.
Yeah, we're synced up.
Dude, I just woke up at 1-ish in the morning and just I was like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And then I'm dying in the bathroom, and then it gets closer. It's probably 5 in the morning. I think I text my work group chat and I was like, hey, I've been violating my bathroom since 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not coming into work.
What a fun way to put it. Yeah. Violating my bathroom. Amazing. Yeah, I had dinner with my brother, and then I got home, on the way home, I was like, well, something's coming. But I kind of I thought that maybe I had been taking so much cold medicine and stuff that my stomach kind of hurt before that even.
Okay.
A little bit. Not hurt, but I was nervous about the poop I took before I went to dinner. And I was like, it's mostly solid. We're good. And then I went to dinner, and then I came on the way back. I'm like, oh. So I texted my brother. I was like, hey, how you feeling? When you get sick after eating, you always want to make sure that the other people are also suffering, and he was not. And I'm like, fuck. So, and then I had the same feeling that I had when I was on deployment, got double dragon, which is I had somebody was squeezing my intestines, just super cramps on them.
Okay.
And I remember when I was on deployment and got it, I had a dream that I was in surgery, and they were just reaching in my stomach and just fucking turning my intestines around and shit. And then I woke up and had to poop, but or waterfall, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, so you're welcome for that, visual listeners.
As I say, now that everyone's not listening to the episode anymore, talk about some stuff.
We're just trying to share our lives with you. You want to know why we're gone? It's because we're unhealthy, all right? And so...
Which is so crazy because, I run, and you can't tell if you were to look at me, but I run a 5K, 3 times a week now.
He's in chief shape is what they call it.
Shut up. I hate you. But it's true.
That's all right.
Dude, I'm old. I'm old.
You've always like carried more. You're like broader than the average bear, though. So like,
Oh.
yeah, you thick, girl. Shit. Yeah. As opposed to like other people we know who are like born skeletons and stay that way forever, and it's like, all right, cool.
Dude, my second younger brother, the one who's like closest to me in age,
Yeah.
he has been skinny with a 6-pack his entire fucking life, and he eats like shit,
Yeah.
drinks like a sailor. It's just like, bro,
Yeah.
this is so unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's... Yeah, my younger brother's like that. I mean, granted, we all have different dads, so
Yeah.
whatever. But, you know, like... And even my older brother, he thinks he's, you know, super out of shape, but he's still, you know, he, like, is skinny. Like, he's just a dad. So it's like dad skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. We got a couple comments from the other year, whenever our last episode was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tiefer. Cool. Haven't seen Tiefer in a while. Let's
Hey,
go
buddy.
with him. He says, I hope Andrew Tate goes crazy again and starts talking about boxing a ghost in his cell. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, because I think last time he was locked up, he was like somehow getting tweets out and was talking about the terrible conditions, and everybody's like, oh, no. Darn it. Shoot, wish we could help. Anyway, he also says, Tiefer, not Andrew Tate, Oklahoma is part of the South, which, yeah, that's true. So, like, it still kind of fits, you know.
Like, I know that, like, technically, fine. But when I think of the South, I just think of the Bible Belt.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I lump Texas in it because, you know,
Fuck them.
You know why. Because they're horrible. And that just, like, that whole, like, horseshoe region of, like, Kentucky, Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, like, part of Florida. I don't consider, like, obviously Key West to be the South, even though it is.
Key West is its own.
Yeah, it's just like, but like
Country.
that section, like Miami, Key West, you know,
Yeah, I got you.
Orlando-ish.
Yeah.
But then you get people who are like, well, fucking North Carolina, Virginia, like they like go all the way, which I know they were part of the South, like part of the Confederacy, but like that's not logistically South anymore. So, you know, you kind of gotta think a little abstractly. But, and also, Tiefer, don't be throwing stones, all right? You live in Utah, all right? They got a lot of weird shit going on out there and have for a long time. So he's one of the good ones. That's all right. Kylie says, I forgot they pooped in the yard, which I made a comment about her kid pooping in the yard. I was driving when I was listening to that and absolutely cackled. Ha ha ha. Awesome. And Shane's secret girlfriend says, I thought you couldn't do true crime with the emoji. Still advocating for just hijacking the podcast with Kylie and now Sarah. I don't know who any of these people are for a true crime segment. I don't know that we've ever said we can't do it. We just, I don't know. I feel like if we get too far into the weeds of true crime, that's not our wheelhouse, and so it gets super out of character for us.
Yeah.
You know, we have dumb things that happen across the country or in our lives that we'd rather talk about. So, alternative idea, you could start your own.
Yeah, it's super easy, and you just have to do it for almost a decade before you really get a following. Unless you're famous, and then it's instantaneous.
Yep, pretty much. So, anyway, hey, I got a question. How much do you love me?
Magenta.
All right. Well, I have a file here. Which is a collection of some searches that I've compiled. For those of you out of the I don't even know the words I'm trying to say.
Out of the loop?
Yep. Out of the loop. There is a computer where I work that is logged in to somebody's Google account, and so I can just see the crazy shit that they search on the reg. And I have compiled some of the best ones from the last week. So how many do you think? Three? Three, probably?
Yeah. Do the best. Do like the 3 best ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the best one we're going to have to do is the one from the other day, which is the twerking one.
Dude, without the fact that we get to see these searches without context is like makes them fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So like if you obviously everybody searches weird shit on Google
Yeah.
because without context it's all weird. Like if you're searching whatever it is, like abstractly without any kind of context, it's going to seem weird. But these searches are particularly weird, not even just because it's so random, but because it's this person talks to Google as if it were a person. And I think that's what weirds me out the most. And I know Google has like the AI thing now, so you can kind of like talk to it, but still, it's still super weird. So it starts with, does heart skipping a beat hurt? And then the next one is, what caused my chest pain when I started twerking after burping? Oh man, I just like, I don't know. And I it's kind of funny because I was talking to my brother and his wife and her sister about this, and my sister-in-law's sister mentioned how different generations, like how we approach searching on the internet. And like millennials were very like specific. Like it's very direct because, you know, when we were using Google, there were so many options. And so you really had to be like narrowing things down. But then the younger generation just like, they just brain to fingertips, like they just go. And this is pretty much, I think, case in point. But all right, I'm gonna say that counts as one, even though that I said it is two. There's a search about barbecue chicken, which is interesting because this person is notoriously not great with chicken recipes. Buttered chicken several times, but not lately. Anyway, why do I have no sympathy? I have empathy.
Psycho.
Yep. And then 2 hours later, porn. There's nothing in between. That's it.
Why can't I feel things? I know what'll work.
Let me get on the porn. Yeah. So, yeah. Pretty exciting stuff. I'll continue to keep tabs and see if I can find any other crazy ones that come up. But I imagine that there will be more. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get to some fun news stuff. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like Guinness?
No.
Okay. Never mind. There was a shipwreck search, I guess. I don't know. They did some diving on this shipwreck off the coast of England, which was found to be from the 1860s, this shipwreck. And they found a bottle of Guinness from 1864.
And it was still
which is
good.
kind of sick. They are going to analyze its contents to see if they can recover enough, you know, biological information from like the brew inside to find the original recipe, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if you don't drink Guinness, it's still pretty cool.
Oh yeah. And honestly, if they could find the recipe, it stands to reason that their next move would be, it'd be Guinness 1860. You know what I mean? That would be like a sub genre of their beers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It seems like a fucking slam dunk. They had a 24 rack in there that they found. It's a full case of 24. So, pretty sick. I just love the idea of shipwrecks.
It's crazy to think that like we didn't have, like, I don't know, I guess it's not too crazy, but we didn't have the technology to keep water good for long. So that's why that's why everyone was just drunk as fuck while sailing. Cause well, it's the only
because you
thing still
couldn't
good.
keep water clean across like several months on the sea to go wherever the fuck you're going. So the only way to stay hydrated, counterintuitively, is to just get hammered. Yeah, the amount of like crazy things that they would consume back in the day when they were, especially the guys like long haul sailing, like 1500s going around Africa type sailing. Fuck that. Hardtack and fucking salted meats and yeah. Anyway, man, if I told you that a certain disease is on the rise in Florida, would you venture to guess anything specific?
Polio.
No, that's
okay.
a good guess though.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. What?
Leprosy.
That is not on my bingo card.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't really surprise me just because it's like, obviously. Like, once you find out it's leprosy, you're like, obviously, what else would it be? You know, it's Florida. They had zombies like 10 years ago.
Gosh, the good old days.
Yeah, the old bath salts, man. Yeah, so anyway, there's leprosy cases climbing in Florida, and to this day, I've never actually, refused to Google what leprosy looks like in real life. Like, I've seen artist depictions and then that guy in It Chapter 2, but outside of that, not doing it. No thanks. I don't want to see it.
Did you ever see the movie Kingdom of God with Orlando Bloom?
Kingdom of Heaven?
Kingdom of Heaven, yeah.
Yeah.
The like emperor had it.
The emperor with the fucking Edward Norton's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
God,
rough.
that's a fucking banger.
Yeah,
Too bad it's like 19 hours long. I would watch it more often. Still good, but Jesus Christ. Let's see. I had a really good one, but now I can't find it. Our pals across the pond had a brief, I guess, panic going on when a radio broadcast accidentally announced King Charles's death and then didn't do anything else for 16 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were doing some maintenance, and the radio presenter who was on air was just doing their normal thing, and then the maintenance malfunction thing happened, and there's like a pre-recorded announcement, I guess, and fucking just started playing it, and then there was nothing after. So pretty funny. It's kind of crazy. Like, it reminds me of the cell phone thing in Hawaii that happened 10 years ago, right? The like emergency alert missile attack thing or whatever.
Okay, yeah. But
I
also,
mean, it's different. But
how old do you have to be for the country you're living in to already have, hey, this dude's dead, pre-recorded?
yeah,
If I was him, I'd be kind of pissed. I'd be like, oh, you guys are just waiting. Cool.
yeah. Well, you know, the British people, they like to have, we got to do it just right, because they probably have some sort of like professional orator to say it,
okay.
you know, in like in the old Queen's English, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark Zuckerberg was vacationing in Alaska on his 387-foot super yacht
Jesus.
when a distress call came out, and they repeatedly declined to assist it.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I get it, but also, I feel like that's like great press for him. He doesn't even have to do anything. He's got crew on there.
Listen,
Make them help and then be like, hey, here's $1 or something. I don't know.
just like leprosy, pour is a disease.
Yeah.
And if you
I
let
know.
pour on the boat, then it spreads.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, man. All right. I should have done this before, but
Of course.
we have another Florida story.
Okay.
It's never a bad time for a Florida story. All right, I'm going to read the first 3 words of this headline, and then you're going to try to guess what happened. All right?
Okay.
Florida pastor accused.
I want to say something stupid like fucking a goat, but he probably embezzled money from the poor.
No. You're closer with the first one, honestly.
Jesus.
There's
Okay.
no animals involved, but... Yeah. A Florida pastor accused of having sex with 14-year-old boy. Not even done yet. Ready? It gets worse somehow. While hiding HIV diagnosis. Way to go. What the fuck, man?
What a huge piece of shit.
Yeah. Also, this quote about, at the beginning of the article, it says, a quote, dope smoking pedophile preacher. Jesus Christ. Fucking just lay it all on the line, man. He has sex with at least one underage boy and one child and an adult man without telling them he was HIV positive. First of all, that's not the issue. I mean, that is an issue, but it's not the issue. I don't like how they're like an underage boy. He's 14. That's a child. I'm sorry. But what are we doing?
Just say, yeah. Ugh.
And probably gave them HIV, which is pretty fucked up. This pastor, or wait, did I say pastor? Yeah, pastor.
Yeah.
Okay. Not even Catholic. That's crazy.
You know?
His name is Timothy Cheneyfield.
That's a made-up name.
Yeah. So it's probably Timothy Chalamet in fucking research for a new role, you think?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't want to get sued by Timothy
He would be the
Chalamet.
14-year-old boy in this
Jesus
situation.
fucking Christ.
That's because he looks young. Yeah. Anyway, apparently this pastor and the 14-year-old met on a dating app, and then the pastor took their chats to the Instagrams, and then they met 3 times for some biblical interaction.
That's
Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah. So this guy's actually been on the radar for people for a while because they were trying to get him. He was in Baltimore for a while, and they were trying to zero in on him there. But then I guess the Baltimore police and wherever he was actually arrested, they weren't cooperating with the Florida people. Like, hey man, we got this guy. Anyway.
ugh.
So here's the charges. Booked on suspicion of 3 counts of lewd battery of a minor, 3 counts of interfering with a custody of a minor, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, 3 counts of traveling to meet a minor, 4 counts of having sex as an HIV-infected person without informing the partner. Feel like you could find a new term to abbreviate that one, but possession of marijuana and 5 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. Yeah. So anyway.
I'm done with the internet for today.
Yeah. In unrelated news, RFK Jr. boasts about his non-existent gag reflex. What? Nice. He was interviewed about exotic foods, and he's like, I don't have a gag reflex. And
I'm always curious how self-proclaimed like straight dudes find out they don't have a gag reflex. Like, what the fuck were you doing?
yeah, Yeah, he was being interviewed about food specifically. He was on a YouTube show called The Real Food Show, and he said he has a very exotic appetite. He said, I will literally eat anything. I don't have a gag reflex. Let me put it like that. I will eat anything. I love experimenting with foods. I love all different kinds of foods. RFK famously fucking found a dead bear and did fucking clean it and took the meat home. So I think
eat
exotic is putting it lightly.
Yeah, bear.
He happened upon a bear in San Francisco and found out he doesn't have gag reflex. What do you know?
He incapacitated the bear first.
Yeah. Bill Cosby stuff.
Bears like pudding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
the pudding box. I found this is probably the best excuse I've ever heard.
Okay.
This guy, he was former boxing champion, Joseph Parker, and he failed a drug test. Part of his, the thing. They're like, hey, get
the
it.
thing. Yeah.
And he tested positive for cocaine in his drug test.
Nice.
And he said, well, my nutritionist is doing cocaine, and that's how that got in there.
Pretty smart.
That so much. No, it wasn't me, my nutritionist.
She spiked me, they spiked me.
Yeah, they did too much cocaine, and they did the thing where you had to do that, and then they made my food without washing their hands, and that's how I got cocaine in there. Forget the fact that I haven't blinked in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like the thought process is wild to me. Maybe that happens. I don't know. I feel like what's his name? The UFC guy, John Jones. There we go. I feel like he did something similar, like when he popped for cocaine, and then like was repeatedly arrested for driving under the influence and shit after that. But like I can't remember what, but he did something very similar. It's like, all right, you know what? If it's not steroids, just be like, yeah, sorry, man. I just got a little excited, I guess. I don't know. But so I don't know where this story takes place. What country? It seems British just based on the names of the places. But wherever the fuck this is, a town had placed a dead end sign on a road.
Okay.
and they placed it right next to the cemetery sign.
I mean,
And people got mad, and so they had to move it. Honestly, why? Why is that a big deal? It's not like in the middle of the cemetery. It's not like, I don't know, demeaning anybody's relatives or anything. It's like, I mean, it is a dead end, and there's a cemetery here. What do you want? Like, this is where all the signs are right here. And hilariously, the road is called Blind Lane.
look, you don't understand, okay? You don't understand the unalived person's plight, okay? Calling them dead.
Involuntary unaliveness. Yeah. I get why people do that on like TikTok and stuff, because like otherwise the fucking algorithm will take their shit down and it'll like impact their monetization or whatever. But hearing people say it in real life makes me feel weird. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
there's no financial incentive for you to censor yourself here. I don't know why you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I also hate when people say unhoused instead of homeless. Like, you're
Now we're
saying
getting
this-
somewhere.
You're
Yeah.
saying the fucking same thing.
It's literally the same. They're unhoused. They're not homeless. Their home is their car. So they don't have a house. Well, I'm unhoused. I live in a fucking duplex. So, like, why are we doing this? It reminds me of the Tom Segura joke on Disgraceful, I think,
Okay.
when he's talking about who words you can't say anymore. And he's talking about you can't say midget, you have to say little person. And you go, yeah, I saw a little person today. And I'm like, you mean a kid? And you're like, no, the short ones with the hands. Like, takes way too long to get to the store, and it's no longer interesting because I had to like explain all of this extra stuff. But yeah, so anyway, last really quick one. If you're an influencer, don't go to Mexico.
Shit.
Yeah, apparently the fucking cartel factions are killing influencers for clout now. I don't know. There's like several influencers who are like live in Mexico, and the most recent one is one name. Well, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the last name, but his first name's Caesar.
Okay.
And he was live streaming outside a fast food restaurant when two men on a motorbike stopped him, pulled out a gun, and shot him in the head.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I mean, this was in Sinaloa, so that's kind of where. I mean, that's the fucking cartel's name is there, so don't. But anyway, there's like several influencers in Mexico that have been killed in very similar fashions. So, and also like during live streams, so it's like they're kind of just watching the live streams and finding them and then just killing them.
Time to move out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Time to move somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move. Yeah.
Yep. You gotta move.
We're both notoriously Mexican nationals, and
Notorious.
yeah, look at his mustache. You could tell. And I, obviously, Canelo Alvarez's brother, and because he's ginger. But anyway, that's all I got.
All right. Well, let's get into it. All right.
Well-
So, first actor, Edward Norton, Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
Not just playing.
Kingdom of Heaven.
All right. Your first actor is Stephanie Beatrice. You
Okay.
probably notice her from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we got John Gallagher Jr. I've seen, like, he just had, like, I don't know what he's in exactly, but I've seen him before in a bunch of things. So, like, I recognize him.
Well, it's like each picture there, he looks different.
True. He's a chameleon.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Rami Malek. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we got Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah.
He always plays these, like, it's not in this movie, but in everything else I've seen him, and he always plays this, like, not weird, but just like off center.
Yeah.
Like his personality is like it's different.
Yeah.
And then finally, last but not least, your favorite female actor, Brie Larson.
Hello.
Which, if that picture isn't just edited to fucking back.
It doesn't even need to be, is the crazy thing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Stephanie Beatrice, John Gallagher Jr., Rami Malek, Keith Stanfield, Brie Larson.
How fucking is this a new movie?
No,
Weird.
I wouldn't even say it's that old. I can't see the year right now until I click over. But
I have no idea.
yeah. So the movie's called It's actually so unknown that
Oh,
when you look up, so normally when I'm able to look up movies, it shows
Yeah.
the picture right here. This is wrong. Like, this isn't even the movie.
that's hilarious.
This is a different.
You know, famous Brie Larson, Rami Malek, Stephanie Beatrice flick.
Like, these pictures are correct, but like this one, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Well, that's Stephanie Beatrice in the fucking operating table there. You could tell
Yeah.
by the way that she is.
Yeah, by the way that she is. But yeah, Short Term 12. It's a super good movie. You haven't watched it? Yeah, I highly suggest it. It's really good.
2013. Yeah, this is like before all of them really took off. I don't know when Brooklyn Nine-Nine started, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? One of the conversations from Westbine that creeps into my head every now and then. the time where both Wolf and Lycan were like just parroting every incel blog about why Captain Marvel sucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys are just saying this because the internet's telling you to. And I think that was one of the times where I was like, okay, internet. And they got so mad because it's true. Like, and I remember people being, "Oh, she just doesn't have any fucking emotion, blah, blah, blah." I was like, that's kind of the character, man. Like, that they tell you she's a fucking alien, like, right away. Or they don't tell you. Well, you kind of figure that out. But it's like, why would she be, like, emotive in fucking Earth when she's like clearly on a mission trying to get the fuck out of there, you know? But she doesn't. Well, Ben Shapiro, Brie Larson doesn't smile and says bad things sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know. She smiles in like every movie I've ever seen her in, but okay, I guess. I watched 21 Jump Street, and she smiles a lot in that movie, mainly because Jonah Hill plays Peter Pan, and it's hilarious, but. That's a good one though. Yeah, that's like a good mix of all the factors that really, like, it's an indie movie. All these people weren't really famous when it came out. Like, it's just throws me for a loop.
I've been on a kick lately. We watched a movie last night called Good Boy.
Wait, is it a horror movie that involves a dog?
No.
It's the one where the guy gets fucking kidnapped or held hostage or something?
Yeah, he's held in the basement.
Because I know that movie, they, like, changed the title
Yeah.
in some places. So it's like, yeah.
It's called, so it's also called Heel.
Yeah, heel. Yeah.
And I was like,
Which I guess heel, like dog command, but
maybe, yeah.
yeah.
Because the movie's actually really good. There are some like holes in the plot itself, but the movie itself is pretty solid. But there are questions they never answer, which would have made the movie even better.
Right. That's fair. Dude, speaking of movies, real quick.
Okay.
Did you see the fucking trailer for Prime Time?
No.
Fucking movie about To Catch a Predator?
No.
And not Edward Norton. Robert Pattinson plays Chris Hansen.
Okay.
And it's fucking perfect.
Okay.
And it kind of seems like, I don't know if you watched the documentary Predators, but essentially they just like go through that show and like why it ended and the copycats that are now like kind of taking up the helm, and then also like Chris Hansen's network that has like resurrected the format a little bit. And it like asks a lot of questions about like what is the actual purpose of this if not, because like most of it's just for views. Like it's not led by investigators and also could be harmful for investigations.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's very good, and I'm excited for this fucking movie because Robert Pattinson doesn't miss, and I'm very excited. And he sounds like, if you watch the trailer, you're gonna be like, holy shit.
Okay.
Let's just take a seat. Chris Hansen.
Since we're on the topic, Lioness season 3 just started. Ted Lasso season 4
Yeah.
just started.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shows out right now.
A lot of shit. We're currently going through Yellow Jackets right now.
I liked it at first,
Yeah.
but there's stuff that they like use to draw you in the first season that never comes
They
back.
just don't bring it up.
Like
yeah.
they just like and I'm sure you've noticed, you were like watching it in the beginning, you're like, oh, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And then they never fucking bring it up again.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is bullshit.
Yeah. The new season should be coming out, I think, at spring
Okay.
sometime. So that'll be the final season.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
The new show Cape Fear that just came out. The show.
Yeah.
That shit is good.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, that's not a show. Am I fucking losing it? But honestly, home run having Javier Bardem,
Dude.
because he plays such a good bad guy.
Yes.
Like, just knocks it out of the park every fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, well, because I can't remember which James Bond movie it was, but he did one of the James Bond movies, and then obviously as Anton Chigurh in No Country for Old Men. Like, dude has like maybe 2 paragraphs worth of dialogue in the whole fucking movie, and is just like steals the show.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah. All right, if you made it this far, stop what you're doing, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to give us money on Patreon, head over to Linktr.ee/wokpod. That's WOKPOD. You can find it all there. If you don't want to give us money, that's fine. Share us with a friend. People listening helps, and we don't really need the money. So if you just want to tell people about us, that'd be great.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. All right. Am I the asshole for not letting my parents in after they drove 4 hours to see me?
Whoa.
I, 23 female, moved out shortly after high school because I just couldn't deal with them anymore. So much drama and chaos growing up. I'd be lying if I said they didn't do a lot for me, and I do love them, but like from a distance. I get that.
Fair.
My feelings are just so complicated. So one day, I'm out grocery shopping, and I happen to check Life 360, and they are literally 40 minutes away from my place. We don't have family out here, so I knew they were coming to see me. I called them immediately and just blew up in their face. I told them that they better turn around because I'm not home and I'm not coming home. I probably should have waited until I was more calm before reacting, but here we are. They stayed there for a while because they couldn't believe that I would actually turn them away. Even after I was done shopping, I felt like I couldn't go back to my own home because they'd be waiting for me.
Yeah.
After they eventually left, 2 hours later, they went on and on about how disrespectful I am, about how they did everything for me growing up, and how some parents just throw their kids out. Personally, I feel like they think the world revolves around them, and I should cater to them whenever. There is a reason I moved so young in this shit economy, so the fact that they think I should just drop whatever I'm doing just to see them pissed me off so bad. I had absolutely no idea about my plans or if I had been working, so am I the asshole? Edit. For those asking about our relationship, I don't know how to give more context without basically trauma dumping.
Yeah.
Dauma Trumping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the old Dauma Trump.
And sharing too much online. It just kind of felt like 18 years of the Jerry Springer Show, ghetto and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I see that. I can feel that.
Relatable.
Also, I'm certain that my brother is on Reddit and would probably see this and know right away that it's me. Okay. As for Life 360, I do not turn my location on. I do have my location turned off. I probably should delete it, but I haven't. I still get notifications about their phones needing to be charged, etc., but I just ignore it. This time I got the notification that they were at a certain rest stop about 40 minutes from my home that I couldn't really ignore, and sure enough, they were en route to my house. Okay. Comment, not the asshole. I don't know anyone who likes unexpected guests, especially not ones who drove so far, but somehow couldn't have called along the way.
Yeah, that's the weird thing for me. It's like, if you want to come visit, fucking tell me so I can prepare.
Yeah, so I know this is not the same, but I grew up with like multiple people who just had open door policies, essentially.
Yeah.
And you could just show up and just be there, and it wasn't an issue. But as I got older, I quickly learned that was not normal. Like most people are like, why didn't you call before you showed up over here? I was like, I don't know. You have a door. I came and knocked on it. I don't know.
Yeah. My dad is very much like an open door kind of person. Like when I would be at his house, like on the weekends, his buddies would just like stop by. People would just stop by. And that was like totally normal, but also like not, it was like he's usually outside doing something. So it's not like he's like hiding from people or like making it so, hey, don't come over here. But yeah, I can totally relate with, like, I would love you to just fucking tell me that you want to come over sometime. And then I can plan around that, because somebody just dropping in, especially if it's like somebody who doesn't live in the area.
Yeah.
And then they're just like expecting you to drop everything and be there and like let them in and do all the stuff. And like, you have no idea what people are doing, what their plans are, whatever. And it sounds like this person's got a lot of baggage that comes with these parental figures. So
Yeah.
I don't blame them at all.
Yeah, I definitely understand that part of it. Like growing up with a chaotic life, moving a bunch, and your mom or dad making a bunch of, just a series of bad decisions that affect you, and wanting to move away. Because like obviously I didn't move away immediately, but like as soon as I could get out of the state, I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
And only recently in the last couple of years have I can I stand to be home for an extended period of time before.
Yeah.
Like I used to go home and just like 3 days in, I'm like, I'm done. I want to leave again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think kind of everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
Because your parents suck for just showing up, but like you blew up on them.
Yeah, I guess I did. I kind of forgot about that part. That is a little excessive, but I mean, I guess I don't know. Everybody sucks a little bit.
Yeah, I would say everyone sucks here.
For them to be like, yeah, there's some reasons why I don't want them to just drop in, but I don't want to fucking Dauma Trump on it. And it's like, it sounds like it's reasonable for them to react the way they did because there's some tension, but still, I don't know. Just don't answer your phone and don't go home. You're on the lam from your own house for no reason.
So the thing that's confusing is this post was voted asshole, but every single one of the top comments says not the asshole. So I'm very confused.
Fucking Reddit overruled them.
Yeah. Oh, somebody agreed with us. Everyone sucks here. I obviously do not know your backstory, and the context provided was minimum. But if you're on talking terms, why did you blow up like that? You could have just waited for the call and say, I didn't know you guys were coming, therefore I didn't plan on it. I already have other plans, and you could have communicated this in a way that wasn't shitty. If you aren't informed about them coming, you have no obligation to see them without making an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like you.
Yeah, because, like, at the same time, you are mad because they're not communicating, and then you just screaming at them is not communicating. So maybe, like, be the bigger person in that and go, hey, I'm not home. I don't plan on being home for a while, so... And I have nothing for you there. Like, I don't know.
And I have nothing for you.
I have a baseball team, traveling baseball team that is staying with me this weekend. They don't have any room. There's 30 dudes and me.
It's just me and the cast of Chippendales.
Me and
Miss
Miss
Savannah
America.
Bananas.
The Savannah Bananas. What's the I can't remember what the bus is. It's like swimsuit model bus that drives past Harry and Lloyd at the end of Dumb and Dumber. You
I
know?
don't know.
They're like, we need somebody to oil us up for all the things. And they're like, there's a town 2 miles that way.
Just
Banger.
oblivious. Gotta love it.
Well, Dumb and Dumber, you know?
All right, we'd like to thank our friends, the Macabre Emporium, the Real Creature Feature, the History Goon, Intercepted Signals, and then, of course, Levi's other podcast, The Remedial Scholar.
That's right. And that's it. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.